This is the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Dory Stewart.
Welcome back to another episode of the FXBG Neighbors Podcast, where we share the stories of our favorite local brands. I'm excited for you to meet my guest today. We've got Laura Fenton joining us, and she is with Gracie Barra Fredericksburg. Laura, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
I'm really excited to learn more about you and learn all about your business. So share with us a little bit about Gracie Barra Fredericksburg.
Sure. So Gracie Barra Fredericksburg is located by Stafford Airport. To some, I guess it would be North Fredericksburg, South Stafford, but we're conveniently located to both communities and owned and operated by my husband and I, Professor Jason Fenton. And years ago, we were looking for something for our young daughter to do. She was 3, and something she could share with her dad. And he stumbled on Gracie Barra in San Clemente, California, and that kind of was it for us. They planted the seed in us to consider opening a gym someday, and here we are.
Amazing. So what is Gracie Barra? And am I saying it right? Is it Gracie Barra?
Sure. Yeah, that works.
Okay, I think I'm saying it wrong. But to explain to us, I'm not sure what it is. So can you share with us what it's all about?
Certainly. So, most people are aware of MMA, martial arts, the term martial arts. And so Gracie Barra is a form of martial arts. It's a gentle art, and it's something that is familiar. Maybe if you've got a wrestling background, there's familiarity there, similarities, and it is a self-defense as well. So you have the martial art aspect, the competitive martial art, where you can go and you can compete if that's what you choose to do, and there's rules. And IBJJF is one of our big competition strands that we like to do, and that is something where it's just very competent staff, very safe environment for something that could be potentially dangerous. It is a martial art. It is a self-defense. But here at Gracie Barra, it is taught from a community standpoint. The idea that dad can come, mom can come, kids can come. Everybody, the curriculum is established. And so everybody's working each week on the same development, but just at a different pace, like an age appropriate pace. So the goal being you come in 2 days a week and you progress very nicely. Of course, if you come in more often, you progress at a faster pace. And so, our program the goal is just jiu-jitsu for everyone. So if you have an injury, you can still do jiu-jitsu. There's modifications. If people with disabilities, we have kids on the spectrum that actually we get a very good feedback from kids, parents with children on the spectrum that say, that they are able to focus and do this, and they see an improvement overall in their children. And so we love hearing that this is something that makes sense to them, because it does require focus for the children. And again, similarities, they wear a uniform that the traditional martial arts uniform, you would say. We call it a gi. And a lot of people say, I do Taekwondo. Yeah, it's, again, a form of martial art. But this is just one of the many forms. And it's a life skill. So it's not something that I would say is useful for you just to do for a week, although there would be some takeaways, but definitely something that we hope that you add as just a life skill, much like you would swimming or, any other activity that you find important, but definitely something that an entire family can do together.
Amazing. I love how inclusive it is and how it seems like there's something for everyone with this.
We think so. So the Gracie Barra curriculum has been very carefully adapted over the years, and I think it's very robust. Children three and a half, potty trained basically on up, are able to do this. And those little tiny champs that we call them, the 3 and 4 year olds, they're adorable, and it's chaotic, but they're learning, and it's amazing to see them after 6 months, the growth that they'll have. And here in our gym, we have our 16-year-old daughter's first gi is on display here. And it was the tiniest I think they made at the time. And we say it's almost vintage now at 16, but we kind of put it there as inspiration for the kids who come in and say, they see her on the mats now. She's a adult blue belt now, and she coaches her own class. She coaches the homeschool class, and then she assists in some of the other class. And it's just encouraging for them to see that a petite toddler somehow was doing this and now has advanced, to where it's just fun for her. She's incredibly shy. So for her to do this is, as a parent, it is impressive to me because she is so incredibly shy.
Well, and what a great role model she is for all the young ones coming up. I love that.
Yeah. And I should add that her 2 sisters have come up behind her. And so we have a 15-year-old Jillian and a 13-year-old Phoebe, and they both also are helping here. So as they are assistant coaches, and of course, as soon as they turn 16, they'll step into the coaching field as well.
I love this. It truly is a family business for you.
It is a family business.
I love it. I love it. So I need to ask, with it being a family business and everyone involved, I imagine you're at the gym a lot. So when you're not at the gym, what are you doing for fun?
For fun. Well, we homeschool, so I'd say that's fun. But when we're not at the gym, the girls are also part of a local organization here, IWLA, and so they're doing clay shooting. So our girls are doing clay shooting here, and I love that most of the members there are in their 70s and up, and so they get to interact with outdoor lovers there and get to be a part of that. So that's something fun we do. And our kids are involved with a local swim team in the spring. So they're a part of Hampton Oaks swim team, and they love doing that. And another is involved as a skating club. So she's a figure skater at Cavalier Skate. So, we try to support all the local businesses. Corgi Clay is on our list. We have somebody who's doing Corgi Clay quite often. And their favorite thing is just their downtime, so they love their downtime like any teen.
Yeah.
So those are the things that we're typically doing in a week. For me, I'm supporting my kids. Right now, that's the season I'm in. I'm in the season of supporting my kids. So, here it is a community feel here at the gym. So although it is work for me to come in, and some days maybe I don't feel like, spending my evening here, our members never disappoint. We have parents, and we kind of have a loungy feel. So people just kind of hang out, and they bring their kids, and we have coloring books, and, the siblings love coming to the ones that aren't training, and the moms and dads kind of sit around and get to know each other. And they support the local businesses out here at 45 Centerport. So where there's a brewery next door that's family friendly. So, it's just kind of nice. The evenings are nice. They're hectic. They're crazy, but I would do it again. I would say it's a good decision.
Nice. It's like a second home.
It definitely is.
Do you find that there are any myths or misconceptions about your business or, about the industry?
Yeah, I would think so. I think there's so many gyms out there, especially after MMA exploded and, became popular, with, the different programming on television. And I would say a lot of people think that it's not a place where kids would be, or not a place where feminine women might come and, want to train. GB goes out of the way to make sure that it is a respectful environment. Men here wear a rash guard under their gi, so it's not like an open chest in the gi. There's that extra, barrier between you and other people's, sweat, so to speak.
Right.
And so it's just a really respectful environment. Like we don't have any problems with some of the things you might get in a different type of gym. And we've been members of those type of gyms over the years. My husband was in the Marine Corps, so we weren't always able to stay with GB training. And those gyms were lovely too, but maybe not for every type of family. So really and truly coming back to Gracie Barra was something we always knew we were going to do because of the focus on the family and that everyone can do jiu-jitsu, no matter what the age. And it's never too late to start. There is absolutely nobody that we would not train. So, we love that. And we also love that, there's lots of information about belts, and, people will say, oh, well, I'm a black belt in whatever martial art. The black belt for Gracie Barra is a process. It's not something that you're going to attain quickly. And, this is not something that, it may not be the goal for everybody, but here at least at Gracie Barra Fredericksburg, we're saying, we just want you to progress at your rate, at your speed. And if it takes you twice as long as the average person, we're here to support you. So, the fact that it's here and it's your training environment, we just need you to walk in the door.
That's an easy enough thing to, sometimes that's all you need, right? Is just get in the door.
Just get in the door.
Just get in the door. I love it. What is something that you wish the listeners knew about your business?
Yeah, I wish they knew that this is something that is doable, and it is something that is fun. So there's some ick factors for some people. It's a sweaty environment. You're in close contact with people. You're uncomfortable, but it's fun, and it's certainly good exercise. You're actually moving other bodies around. So, we match you up based on your body type almost always. Sometimes it's a little more difficult, but you're constantly moving. It is a form of exercise as well. There certainly self-defense. And I think, the misconception is that it's only for the fit, and that is not true. Like, we have a variety of injuries, even in our own professors and coaching staff, because they are active people and they do other activities outside of this, and your body ages and recovery takes longer. So, we're certainly not asking you to come in and be at your top fitness level. We're just asking you to come in with, a positive attitude and a desire to learn, and the humility to not be the best at everything. It is a humbling experience when you come in the door.
Yeah, I imagine. So if the listeners want to try it out, if they want to just walk in the door, where can they find you?
Sure. So 45 Centerport Parkway, Suite 103, again, across from Stafford Airport. We are on social media as well, Facebook and Instagram. And the phone number listed for us is a cell phone. It is always in my pocket. So when you call, you get me. Maybe a teenager might answer and then hand it promptly over to me, but you're always going to get me. And we will work out a trial period for you. So we have a couple of exciting new offers that we're going to launch here pretty soon. And, we're really hoping that people will come by and just give us a try. There's no requirement that you join right away. We'll say, come in and let's do a trial period and see what you think.
I love it. No risk. Just try it.
Just try it. That's all you have to do.
Try it. I love it. Laura, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today and sharing Gracie Barra with us.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to fxbgneighborspodcast.com.